Partying hard, but you are part of this session on reading habit. Commendable. Keeping away all those Instagram videos and Nura Fateh videos on YouTube, and you are watching me, booklet guy, in itself is a victory. I'm reading a book called The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Very interesting story. Uh, there was a hen. Because of some accident, the hen goes blind. It loses its eyesight, and after it became completely blind, but because it was habitual to dig the earth to get food, the common habit of hens is to dig the earth out to find food, insects, etc. So the hen continued to keep digging the ground in search of food. But there was another hen, the friend of the blind hen, who used to take the advantage of all the efforts put by this blind hen and take away all the food. And this poor blind hen is to keep on digging the earth in search of food. So I am that blind hen for you. I am booklet guy who does all the hard work of reading these fat books for you and make your reading habit a little easier, your reading life a little easier by making 20-minute summaries of these great books like The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, Robin Sharma's The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, Sudha Murthy, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Chanakya Niti, Harry Potter, Alchemist, Paulo Coelho. I can keep on talking about books for next 10 hours. So that's my profession, which people call it as a hobby or at the most passion. I have converted into a profession. I read for you. I read for India. People say that पैशन तो ठीक है पर पेट के लिए थोड़ा प्रोफेशन करना पड़ता है. Yeah, I say there is. Why do you see passion and profession as two different things? What is profession today was someone's passion once upon a time, right? Somebody thought of making the man fly in the sky, the Wright brothers, and today aviation industry is a full-time profession for millions and billions of people. It was their passion to invent a flying machine. People must have called them as mad, crazy, but today it's a full-time profession. You never know, 10 years down the line, reading for others could be a full-time profession, and I'll be known as a pioneer of this profession, like Wright brothers. So booklet guy is not a brand. Booklet guy is not a celebrity. Okay, I don't want fans, I want readers. I hate when somebody says that, Amrut, I follow you, I'm your big fan. I first ask them, are you reading? Don't stop following me. Are you reading? Yeah. So booklet guy is not a brand. Booklet guy is a spirit that believes in the power of reading habit. I strongly believe that if I'm not reading, I'm not changing. And if I'm not changing, I am not growing. And because of this strong belief, I have a burning desire to cultivate the habit of reading amongst the youth of India like you guys. And hence I'm on a mission called Make India Read. Abdul Kalam had rightly said, as he said in his my introduction, he spoke about his dream to see India as a developed nation. Unfortunately, he passed away before it happened. I believe Mission Make India Read is one step towards making his dream come true. In fact, I pity the young American. He doesn't have a chance to make his motherland a developed nation, but we have. So let's hurry up. Today I'm here to talk about reading problems, which is primarily the subject of my book. I've written a book. I'm not sure whether you can see it properly. Can you? Can you see it?
Yeah, yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
The name of
Yes.
the book is The Seven Habits of Highly Effective Readers, not people, readers. Not written by Stephen Covey, written by me, the booklet guy. As a tribute to my favorite author Stephen Covey, I adopted his name, his title, and replaced the word people, with readers. I'm going to discuss those 7 vital habits that I have identified through lots and lots of experiments with my reading life. And I'm going to deal with the most common questions that you guys have. Amrut, I doze off after reading 5 pages. How many of you doze off after reading few pages? You know, somebody recommended that book with so much of enthusiasm. That's the best book. You start reading with a lot of excitement. After turning 5, 10 pages, boop, boop, yeah, go to sleep. Okay, everybody's reading their hand. It's okay. I know. Okay, I promise that you'll not go to sleep during this session. Okay. So that is one of the reading problems. I doze off. Uh, I don't remember what I read. Amrut, how to remember what I read? Is that your problem? I don't get enough time to read books. हम लोग सब अंबानी के औलाद है ना, हम इतने बिजी होते हैं. I am a slow reader, Amrut. How to increase my reading speed? I have left many books half read. शुरू तो करता हूँ पर कभी खत्म ही नहीं होता है. I've left hundreds of books half read. Which book should I start with? So don't you think these are all common reading problems? And I started getting these questions when I was traveling across the world just before the pandemic. People used to invite me at different conferences, seminars within India, outside India. And just before the lockdown, I was in 3 different countries. I don't know how this bloody virus did not enter my body. It's a pure miracle. I was negative throughout last 2 years. And these questions started popping up from the crowd. And I thought that these are all my problems. Even I'm not an exception to these. Fine, I am an avid reader. Still, these are my problems, and it is my national duty to find creative solutions to these reading problems. And here I am with a book as a solution to all these reading problems. So let's take up the first habit number 1, where we are going to deal with problems like uh, I have left many books half read. अमृत मैं बुक तो लेती हूँ, शुरू करती हूँ, बहुत एक्साइटमेंट रहता है, और 10 पेजेस पढ़ने के बाद टाइम टाइम फुस. अब मैंने एक भी किताब पूरी की कंप्लीट नहीं की है. देयर आर सम पीपल हु से दिस, आई हैव नॉट फिनिश्ड अ सिंगल बुक टिल द लास्ट पेज. एंड देन आई फील दैट व्हेनेवर आई टेक अ न्यू बुक, आई फील द गिल्ट कि अरे यार, आई हैव नॉट फिनिश्ड द प्रीवियस बुक एंड आई एम टेकिंग अ न्यू बुक, and I'm trapped at that in that guilt loop that I'm a bad reader. Okay, I'm here to tell you. Imagine, no, imagine that you all do this. You're watching a TV serial or a movie, and you don't enjoy it. You're not getting entertained. The whole objective of watching a movie is to get entertained, I believe. And so you change the channel, right? At that time, do you say, "Oh, I insulted Amir Khan. I frequently change the channel. Something is wrong with me. I'm a bad movie watcher." See, that brings a smile on your face. Why such difference of approach? Point number 1, we hold those artists, directors and actors responsible to keep us entertained. If we don't enjoy the movie, we assume that they failed in entertaining us, and hence we change the channel. Am I right? We don't take the blame. Something is wrong with me. But when it comes to books, we think that something is wrong with me. I'm a bad reader, right? Why not transfer the onus, the responsibility to keep us excited to the author? It's not all your fault. It is also their responsibility to keep you hooked, to keep you excited, the way these artists have in the movies. Yes or no? So, there is nothing called good reader and bad reader. There is only reader and non reader. If something is important to you, don't make it special, make it casual, because habits are casual. You take any daily habit you have, watching TV, chatting on WhatsApp, gossiping, they all are so casual and hence habitual. They are not even part of your to do list. Still, we end up doing them. Isn't it interesting? So it's a virtuous circle. Something which is casual becomes habitual, and because it is habitual, it is casual. It's cause and effect both on each other. Are you with me? And so habit number one, the name of habit number one is don't take reading too seriously. Yes, मैं बोल रहा हूँ. The booklet guy who's on a mission to make India read. Uh, so what do I mean by don't take reading too seriously? Here the keyword is too, T-double-O. Like, these unwanted rules. Amrut, what is the right time to read books, morning or evening? I ask them, what is the right time to chat on WhatsApp? कभी भी करते हो ना? तब ये नहीं सवाल आता है जहन में. So if you feel disinterested after reading 10-15 pages, it's okay. कोई पाप नहीं है. You're not committing a crime. It's okay to leave books half read. Maybe you did not find anything exciting, anything new to learn. It's just old wine in new bottle. The author must be just boasting around his vocabulary, not giving great value to you. Draw any damn conclusion. Maybe the whole objective of the book was to teach you what kind of books you should not read. वो तो पर्पस सॉल्व हो रहा है ना 10 पेजेस पढ़ने के बाद. Okay, so there is nothing called good reader and bad reader. Even if I quit the book, I don't quit reading. I have mentally replaced books with pages. I first read the 10 pages to judge the book. You know, the old adage goes, don't judge the book by its cover. Yes, I agree. You should not judge the book by its cover, but you can judge it after reading 10 pages. Fair enough. And then decide whether to read the remaining 290. All right. So don't take reading too seriously. Can I request all of you to switch on your cameras? Do you have any protocol to keep the cameras off?
No,
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 no.
not at all.
Yeah, I would like to see why only you should have all the fun. Even I would like to watch you, all the beautiful faces. Yeah, we love to see each other's faces, right? That's why Facebook is a hit. So either your camera is not working or you are in your night dress. One of them. All right. I hope any questions regarding habit number one. Don't take reading too seriously. I'll try to convince you through another analogy. Imagine Indranil and Rahul. I'm naming only two because I can see only two. You are part of a seminar, a physical seminar in the physical world. I know it is hard to even imagine now. uh, and there is a speaker who comes on the stage and starts speaking. He takes charge of the podium, holds the mic, and starts speaking. But इतना पका रहा है ना वो. His body language is not enthusiastic. He may not have the expert domain knowledge. He's wandering off the topic. His body language is boring, you know, and lacking the charisma. What will you say as part of the audience? अरे यार किसको पकड़ के लेके आया ये? कोई और नहीं मिला क्या? And either your favorite instrument will come out of your pocket and your fingers will start dancing on them, hopefully chatting with a pretty girl on WhatsApp, or पतली गली से निकल जाओगे. It's a Mumbai language. पतली गली से निकलना मतलब to escape without taking any notice. Now, if that same speaker writes a book, you have to read word to word. Oh, I hope you get my message. Same person, same message, perhaps the same message. What he must have spoken in his speech, he will probably write the same in the book. At least not the opposite. Yes? Same person, same message, and our whole approach towards the message changes if the medium changes. How foolish is that? How come medium becomes suddenly important than the substance? Is it not? अगर किसी का भाषण अच्छा नहीं लगा तो क्या जबरदस्ती ताली बजाएंगे क्या भाई? नहीं बजाना है. मेरा भी आज आपको अच्छा नहीं लगा तो मत बजाओ ताली. It's okay. All right? Don't take reading too seriously. Let's move on. And any questions you can anytime raise your hand and interrupt me. Okay? I would love to answer in between. Indranil, Rahul, others. Uh, who are others? Oh, we have a professor in the room. Is it? All right. I hope you understand everything. If I don't get questions, there are two possibilities. Either you understand everything or you understand nothing. I hopefully take the first possibility. Uh, Habit number two, the most common complaint. Amrut, I don't get time to read books. Nobody's busy in life, my dear friends. It's all about priorities. If you have time for Facebook, you have time for a book. Agar, if you were really so busy all the time, then Facebook would have been a flop. The fact that Facebook is a hit, that means you have a lot of time. Facebook, matlab, it includes everything: Instagram, Snapchat, Reels, and Shorts, and whatever. Before talking about habit number two, let me give you some backstory. If you keep doing the same things that you have been doing till now, you will get the same results that you got till now. Expecting something that you never got, yeah. Now, if you want something that you never got, then you have to do something that you never did. Expecting extraordinary results without making any changes in your daily routine is foolishness, isn't it? Your success or failure lies in your daily routine. Success is not that one massive stroke of genius one day and you become successful overnight. It's all the tiny, stupid habits that you do on daily basis, good or bad. Okay? If you go for a 15-minute jog tomorrow morning, nothing in your body is going to change. You come back home, you go for jogging at 6:30, jog for 20 minutes, come back home, look into the mirror at 7 o'clock, nothing is going to change. All those love handles popping out of your waist are going to be the same. The double chin and those flappy arms, six packs to bhuli jao, right? But if you keep doing it over and over again, a few months, 6 months, 8 months, 11 months, now gradually your body will start getting in shape. Same is the case with bad habits. Even bad habits don't happen over time. Just by having one family size pizza today on Saturday will not make you overweight overnight. But if you have the pizza every weekend, हाँ, then after 11 months, वो सब बाहर आने लगेगा. No, Govinda. All right. Nothing happens overnight. Great things take time to happen. Bad things take time to happen. Nothing. So मैंने दोनों example दिया देखो. Good habits and bad habits. People say that bad habits जल्दी होते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है. That also takes time. Okay? Habit is a habit. And so when reading became my top priority, suddenly I started finding value in small pockets of time. I call them as time pockets, which are usually of 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 8 minutes, which we just mindlessly spend, waste like a stray dog wandering on the street. For example, I'm at the railway station standing in the queue for the railway ticket. There is a pretty long queue. I used to just stand like a zombie in the queue, you know, staring at the dandruff of the person standing next to me. How foolish is that? I think this is fall of human intellect. I feel ashamed that I have wasted millions of such time pockets of my life. And then we see, मुझे time नहीं मिलता है. I'm always busy, responsibilities. ऐसा घंटा कुछ नहीं होता है. It's all about priorities. Today, I never step out of my house without a book under my arm. हमको लगता है अरे क्या 5 मिनट का काम है क्यों बुक लेके जाऊं. 5 मिनट में कोई भी काम नहीं होता है. There's always some waiting time when you step out of the house, right? You might ask that, Amrut, it is not practically possible to carry a book everywhere. Who's asking that reading, book in hand style of reading is the only way of reading nowadays? Why selective modernization? We have all turned from theaters to Netflix. We can also turn to Kindle, where you can have 1,000 books in your pocket, or PDF, or my book summaries. in audio or podcast or TED Talk. These are all part of reading now. Don't you think watching Steve Jobs interview on YouTube is as good as reading part of his biography? Yes, they have their own advantages and disadvantages. तो स्टीव जॉब्स का इंटरव्यू खत्म होने के बाद नूरा फतेह आ जाती है, फिर वरुण धवन आता है, फिर आलिया भट्ट आती है, because of that bloody autoplay button is on. And its suggestions from YouTube are so attractive. Of course, but book in hand style of reading is free from such distractions. But I can't carry more than 5 books in my bag. But I can have 1,000 books in my pocket in the form of PDF. Let's embrace technology and let's not be selective modernization. Yeah? नहीं नहीं अमृता, अभी मुझे वो बुक का स्मेल और हाथ में पकड़ के चाय का कप हाथ में लेके पढ़ना बहुत पसंद है. Why don't you say this in case of movies? नहीं, वो थिएटर में ही जाके मुझे देखना पसंद है. वहाँ बराबर नेटफ्लिक्स और ये सब आ गया. Selective modernization. Wow. मतलब these are all excuses. Okay. And so my habit number 2 is fill in the time pockets. You don't have to take out separate time to read books. You're not expected to sit at one place for 4 hours and read at a stroke, uninterrupted 4 hours. एक तो possible ही नहीं है. Human brain can't focus on one thing for more than 20 minutes. That's why TED Talks are always for 18 minutes. Do you know this? I have 3 TED Talks on YouTube. And the first protocol is that don't speak for more than 18 minutes. And if at all the speaker speaks for more than 18 minutes, his video is not uploaded on TED Talk, TED.com, TEDx.com. Yeah. All right. So I can give you so many examples of tiny time pockets. My own examples. I'm sure you can relate with them. My Wi-Fi goes down at home very frequently. Don't worry, आज नहीं होगा ऐसा. I used to get frustrated, but now, whenever my life is thrown in offline mode, it is an opportunity for me to read. Yeah, opportunity in adversity. Same like pandemic mein, some people waited for the lockdown to open. Some people found an opportunity and started selling sanitizers and masks. It's up to you. I have to visit my dentist every 6 months, thanks to my good eating habits in the childhood. And there are 2-3 patients waiting before me. And I used to just watch their miserable faces and I have the anxiety of the pain of tooth drill on the dentist chair. You know how horrible it is. But now I just take out a book from my bag and flip couple of pages. Just 2 pages. That's all. 2 paragraph bhi chalega. Instead of just watching around, उधर डेंटिस्ट का इधर टीवी चालू है, कुछ भी नॉनसेंस चालू है. So you don't have to sacrifice your fitness time, your cooking time, your family time, nothing. And when I started taking total of these time pockets, my time pockets, my friends, बहुत लोगों का मैंने सर्वे किया, मेरे दोस्तों का, it came to 60 to 90 minutes per day. If you successfully fill up even 50% of these time pockets, you can easily read a book of 200 pages in a week's time. In a week. और क्या चाहिए? See, my reading is different from yours. You're not expected to read one book a day. वो तो मेरा रीडिंग अभी अलग है. What will you will do in time pockets? Now I do the whole day and then take a break. Okay? So don't compare your reading with my reading. Yeah, by the way, I have not considered the time of commuting, assuming that things are normalized. The commuting time in Ola, bus, train, commuting time between college and home or office and home. That is the best time to read. Okay, you have motion sickness? Listen. Listen to audibles. Listen to my book summaries. And just because the sense changes from eye to ear, that doesn't mean you will not gain knowledge out of it. Again, let's embrace technology. Listening is part of reading now. One person got angry on me. You say Mission Make India Read, and you are making people listen to your audio summaries. How come that? I said, come on, dude. Go by the spirit. Don't go by the literal text. Uh, by the way, I have not considered the time that we devote to the most favorite family member. Any guesses? टीवी. वो टीवी तो मैंने 60-90 मिनट्स में लिया ही नहीं है. So imagine, I always tell my friends that I find TV very educative. Whenever somebody switches on the TV, I go to the other room and read a book. That's how TV has educated me. No, by the way, I don't have a TV at home. I threw it 4.5 years ago, and Mission Make India Read is 4.5 years old. That's not a coincidence. Yeah, because there is no TV, I can read one book per day. I was a couch potato watching Kapil Sharma for 4 hours in a row, addicted to TV, with potato chips in one hand and a remote on the other. Not more. I cut off the distraction. Having the distraction in front of you and then using your willpower to keep away from it, nahi hota hai. You have to cut the distraction at its very source. If you remember, just before the session, I told Rahul and Indranil that I am keeping my mobile phone on airplane mode. Why? Because I have to give you 100%. भाड़ में तेल लेने गई दुनिया अभी 1 घंटे के लिए. I cut the distraction at its very source. सामने बटर चिकन रखा है और हम नहीं खाएंगे, ऐसा नहीं होता है. उसको हटाओ, नजरों से हटाओ उसको. So whenever I have to read, when I block myself 20 minutes for reading, I keep my mobile phone on silent mode or on airplane mode and keep the mobile 2 rooms away from me. It is out of my sight. And then read for 20 minutes. And then I take a micro break of 2-3 minutes, check किसके WhatsApp आया है, किसका मिस कॉल आया है, कॉल बैक. That's the least cost I can pay. थोड़ा मोबाइल का बिल आएगा, थोड़ा ज़्यादा. But I think that's least price I can pay if I can focus on my high value task. Keeping your mobile on your desk or in your pocket while trying to focus on your high value task is invitation to unhappiness. आप लोगों के लिए एक छोटी सी बात इतना क्या उखाड़ोगे? Trust me, please believe me. Do this one act of kindness. Disable all the notifications of your social media apps. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, SMS, email. मेरे को तो इतना ही पता है. बाकी के आपके जो भी रहेंगे डेटिंग एप्स वगैरह, उसको भी उसके नोटिफिकेशन डिसेबल कर दो. आई एम नॉट आस्किंग यू टू अनइंस्टॉल. व्हाट्सएप सबसे बड़ा वो रह गया. All these notifications are disabled, and hence I'm able to read so many books. I cut off the distractions at its very source and yet keep the mobile away. You might ask, अरे कुछ important रहेगा, दोस्त लोगों का मैसेज रहेगा तो. Nothing on WhatsApp is urgent. 99% things on WhatsApp are crap and useless. Something was really urgent, वो WhatsApp पे मैसेज नहीं करेगा, वो कॉल करेगा ना. या अगर इंद्रनील मेरा दोस्त बाथरूम पे फिसल के गिर जाएगा तो मुझे हेल्प के लिए कॉल करेगा या व्हाट्सएप पे मैसेज भेजेगा. द फैक्ट दैट इट्स ऑन व्हाट्सएप, दैट मींस इट इज नॉट अर्जेंट. एंड if a friend gets furious just because you did not reply to him or her immediately on WhatsApp, then I don't want such friends in my life. If the foundation of friendship is based on a WhatsApp reply, I don't want such friends. कुछ पहाड़ टूटने नहीं वाला if the reply goes after say 30-45 minutes, right? In fact, that's what WhatsApp is for, isn't it? To reply as per your convenience. So I will reply when I want, not when you want. Indranil must have experience. He is in touch with me for next 1 week. You'll never get an immediate reply from me. And did you feel offended about it? No.
Not at all. And I would like to tell here that, and every time after 4 or 5 hours, there is for sure a reply from Amrut sir. It is not
Exactly.
that it has been ignored.
Exactly. Replying is important. So it's not about the time that you spend. It's not about how much time to spend on WhatsApp. It's the timing. कि मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ, टिंग बजा, अरे इंद्रनील ने हाय भेजा है क्या, अच्छा, फिर उस चक्कर में नीचे का वो वीडियो आया, चलो कुछ कोरोना का वीडियो आया वो देख लेता है, अच्छा उसके नीचे कुछ कॉमेडी वीडियो आया, चलो वो देख लेता है, अरे ओलंपिक्स का कुछ आया रिजल्ट वो देख ले, गेट माय पॉइंट, एंड द मेन टास्क गोज आउट ऑफ साइट. So it's about the timing. It should not interrupt in your high value task. I'm not against spending time on social media, but the timing. If I am on WhatsApp, I'll give 100% to WhatsApp. I'll dedicate 5-10 minutes to it, and then keep it aside and give 100% attention to my reading or whatever. You're making a PowerPoint presentation, working on your Excel sheet, or working on your project. All right. Fill in the time pockets is habit number 2. I can keep going on, but I want to make a discussion more relevant. And through uh, my answers to your questions, I would probably cover all the habits. I'm very sure. So, can you take up some questions now? Yeah, somebody has raised hand.
Yes, sure. So I would like to start from my own question.
Sure.
There has been a shift of attitude. Like before few years, before this era of social media, there was a feeling that whenever someone is reading, it's not just for studies. Now about taking that time slots, you give example, very nice example of dentist. So I feel that whenever I go to dentist and I have facility to open the book is not that heavy, so no problem. But there is stigma that what people will say. People will say क्या पढ़ाकू बच्चा है, हमेशा पढ़ते रहता है, or like that. पढ़ाई मतलब in studies for examination point of view. So I need to overcome that. So can you please tell something about it?
Yeah, in fact, that's exactly the image I want to break. That readers are geek. Yeah, do I look like a typical geek? A reader. Typical image of a reader is those fat glasses, thick glasses, and a big tummy, bald or gray hair with lots of pimples and wrinkles on his face. No, a booklet guy, a reader can also have six packs. Reading is also cool. If Badshah's raps and Netflix thrillers are cool, then reading is also cool. Holding a book in hand in local trains and reading is also cool. So, what do you think? I mean, opening a book in a dentist clinic is better than having a puff of smoke, isn't it? Yeah. So, I see the youth has not decided that we are only going to follow the negative things because they are shown, because वो दारू के बोतल उड़ाते हैं और धुआं उड़ाते हैं वो रैप सॉन्ग्स में, so people are following that. If a young person takes a stand for say reading habit, people are going to follow, right? And change is happening. It's all about perception. Okay? The moment you do something different, will be look like a leader. You will be considered as a reader. The most common thing and my favorite thing that happens to me whenever I try to fill up the pockets, usually it is at different locations, at railway station, airports, dentist clinic. And when I'm reading, the other person gets curious and asks me, what book are you reading? Can you please tell me? Can you show me the book? And I love when somebody asks this, because this is the gateway to a new world of friendship. Okay, the best way to approach a girl is a book. Yes or no? They feel safe. Readers are considered as safe to approach because thieves don't read and readers don't steal. So you have to create an own image and trend. Don't follow the trend. And I'm here to break that image. Okay, I'm trying to make reading really cool. All right. So just get curious whenever you visit somebody's house. Take a look at their collection. Ask them, I see a pattern in your collection. So you get to understand of that person in a better way. It helps you to grow your friendship, is it not? The best thing is when I lend the book. Once I'm done with my book, I never keep it on my bookshelf. I give it away to my friends. And when the book travels through 10 different friends, touching 10 different lives, going through 10 different hands, and the book is full of somewhere beautiful handwriting, shabby handwriting, कभी होता है तेल के दाग, दाल के दाग, भाजी के दाग, and now the pages are coming out. It is completely out of shape. That's the most beautiful book for me in the world. And just imagine, Indranil, if those 10 friends coming together, the level of conversation is at a different level. I mean, the gossiping, small talk is out of picture. The best way to shoot up the quality of conversation is to discuss one big idea from a book that you have recently read. And what can be better than 10 people who have read the common book? Amazing. Just try it out. If not 10, at least four friends. All right. That's how I love such atmosphere. And I always make sure it happens in my house every now and then. All right. Yeah. Any more questions?
Yes, sir. There is one question. Most of us don't have access to books, so ebooks are way to go for us. How can we remain undistracted while being on the most distracting platform? A question from Drishyant.
Very good question. Very good. Yes, I understand. Reading online, if you're reading an article or a blog post, see the whole revenue model of online articles is shallow reading. It's not made for focused deep reading, or else they will not survive. No? Suppose you are reading an article, uh, those ads will pop up and they're so attractive that you feel like clicking them because they are so relevant. Google is very smart in giving you relevant ads nowadays. Okay? Or there is suddenly an external link, or वो इतना attractive that you tend to click on that external link. It will take you to another web page. Yeah? And then a pop-up will come that please put in your email ID. We have a free ebook for you. You put your email ID, and in no time there are 10 different tabs open on your Google Chrome, and you forget मैं कहाँ से शुरू किया था भाई. You are lost in that black hole. होता है ना ऐसा, right? So I have simple rules whenever I read online. I make a rule. I will never have more than one tab open on my Google Chrome. I have seen many of my friends working. They have 20-25 tabs open at a time. You can't read all of them simultaneously. You can read only one at a time, right? So I keep all of them open. You can anyway, इंटरनेट से वो जाने वाला नहीं है ना, उधर ही रहने वाला है ना इंटरनेट पे. So rule number 1, never have more than one tab open. Not even your email tab. वो भी बंद होना चाहिए. ठीक है? Not even YouTube tab. Second, I copy the content, put it in a Word document, switch off the Wi-Fi or the internet of my laptop and read. Or there are wonderful tools, the Pocket नाम का कोई एक app है. I have something called Self Control in my MacBook. Beautiful app. What it does is I have to set the time for next 8 hours, and it will block all the distractive websites, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. I can't open it for next 8 hours. Wonderful, right? And then you are forced, as I said, cut the distraction at its very source. हाँ, एक बार pop-up हुआ था मेरा. So I wanted to go YouTube live on somebody else's channel. और मैंने सेल्फ कंट्रोल 8 घंटे के लिए ऑन किया था और यूट्यूब नहीं चल रहा था. So I had to borrow a laptop from my friend urgently. So these are the little bit of downsides, but I think they are the least cost we can pay. See, if these guys can hack us, these smart tech giants can hack our mind, we can also hack back them easily with the help of technology itself. If at all you accept that, yes, I am addicted to these non-productive apps, I easily get distracted, then what are the solutions? I've mentioned many solutions in my book as well. Um, yeah, I hope I have answered that question.
Yes, sir. There is one more question, and it is like many great books were written around 30-40 years ago or more. So, how can we apply or modify those concepts of old time so that we can use them in present sense?
Many
Sanjay
of
Amir asking.
Yeah, it's a very smart question. I really admire this question. Yeah, we can categorize books into two types. One who are perennial, means timeless. Chanakya Niti, written 4,000 years ago, and I read it 2 years ago. Still so relevant. Yeah, but I've put a warning in my summary as well that in those days, women were looked down by men, and Chanakya has written really harsh about women. Women should stay at home वगैरह. मैं अगर वो सब लिखूंगा तो मैं जेल के अंदर जाऊंगा. So I've put a disclaimer at the beginning of the summary. I ignored those. Of course, we have our own prudence and logic. And of course, these things were relevant 5,000 years ago, not anymore. But I learned what I'm supposed to learn from Chanakya. The shrewd mind, the political diplomacy he had, right? Amazing words of wisdom that I learned from him. Books like How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. अगला 1,000 साल भी तुम पढ़ोगे को they are relevant. But some books which are trendy, like I would say social media marketing, koi book. Of course, Facebook is not going to be here for after 100 years, for sure. That book will become irrelevant. Yeah. So you come to know there is not a big deal. You don't have to modify anything. You immediately, how do you come to know what to be ignored and what to be taken? Again, by reading many books. One book is not going to change your life. So even successful people say that book has changed my life. I owe my success to that book. Still, they are wrong. They are under an illusion. That's why I stand for reading habit. I don't stand for even books. I stand for reading habit. Reading habit means read book after book after book after book, and there is some uh, amazing power in that accumulated knowledge which you gain after hundreds of books. And unfortunately, it is invisible. Okay, whatever I'm speaking for last 45 minutes is an accumulation of knowledge that I've gained from thousands of books. I have more than 450 videos on YouTube where I've shared so many ideas from the great books that I've read. There are 300 book summaries on Booklet app. So many stuff. Tiny booklet section है Booklet app में where I share one big idea every day in just 150 words. That is 1 minute read. So many things. So you get to know when even if there are contradictory views between the authors, you come to know which one you should take, which one you should ignore, but only if you have read many books in the past. All right. It can't be taught, but it can be learned. All right.
Okay, so it's a process, and by process itself is going to help us.
Perfect. You said it so well, Indranil. It's the read for the sake of reading, for the process. Don't get obsessed about the results. कि ये बुक से मुझे फायदा होगा कि नहीं, ये बुक मेरे लिए relevant है कि नहीं. No, just read for the sake of reading without bothering about the results. And when you read without bothering about the results, you get results.
Next question is bit related with app, Booklet app, and so I think you will also love to answer it. What is difference between reading a book and reading its summary? Do we lose a lot if we read a summary? There is question.
I never thought about it. See, booklet is not for avid readers. Surprisingly, 90% of people on booklet app are non-readers or who were avid readers once in childhood. But now, because of work life pressure, responsibilities, career, or any other, non-supportive husband or cranky wife, and whatever, they don't get time to, or they are giving excuses to read books. Booklet is a rescue for them. Voracious readers say, we don't want summaries. You just give recommendations. We use your app only for recommendations. We'll manage to read anyway. My job is done. I'm on mission Make India Read, not Make India Read on Booklet app. It's Make India Read full stop. I don't stand for Booklet app. I stand for the higher purpose of reading habit. Something is better than nothing. If you're anyway not reading, at least read a summary. And then many of them use my summaries as a filtration process, that after reading 10-15 summaries, couple of summaries touch their heart, evoke their curiosity, which belong to their area of interest, and they go and buy the book to dig deeper into the insights of the author. Wonderful. Mission accomplished. In many ways, some people, while coming back from office, they say that even reading requires willpower. Huh? Even if it's not a physical activity, it requires willpower. So they say that even reading the summary is tough at times on your app. So we listen. Because listening doesn't require any willpower. The way we listen to YouTube music, हम कान में वो मस्त हेडफोन डाल के, गर्दन पीछे डाल के, आंख बंद करके सुनते हैं, और मेरा स्टेशन कब आता है समझ में भी नहीं आता है. So, wow, go ahead, perfect. So my objective is to borrow your time from those non-productive apps, Instagram, TikTok, those dance videos and music videos. I'm not against music, but we know music is the new smoking. Just because it is available for free and in unlimited supply, it's on in the bathroom, it's on in the kitchen, it's on the dining table, it's on when the TV is on. Yeah, I mean, nowadays millennials can't bear the silence. They want something in the background. They get restless. I have some interns in Booklet House. They get restless if you are having lunch without any music in the background. कुछ तो बजाओ ना, ऐसा क्यों, बहुत शांति लग रही है. मतलब हम बात करते हैं ना, we will talk, we'll discuss some big ideas over the lunch. See, they can't bear the silence. Music is the new smoking. So I'm here to, even if I'm successful in borrowing 5 minutes of yours from Instagram, I'm done.
Here is one common question, sir. Which is better and why? Reading Harry Potter book or watching Kapil Sharma's show, since both are sources of entertainment.
I would say reading always gets more marks than watching. See, many people thought that my next obvious step would be making video summaries of books. I'll never do that. I'll tell you why. Reading, listening, and watching. There are three different mediums primarily as of now. पता नहीं आगे जाके और कुछ आएगा. AI कुछ भी कर सकता है. I will give full marks to reading and listening, but not to watching a movie like Harry Potter. The primary reason is that when you are watching uh, a movie or a web series on a screen, it shuts down your power of imagination, and it forces your brain to be a zombie and watch what is being showed on the screen. Whereas when you read or listen, it it ignites your imagination, and imagination is the biggest power of human being, which is the only reason it differentiates from all other species. They don't have this power. Animals don't have the power of imagination. You know this. That's the reason why uh, we are ruling the animal kingdom. Why man is ruling the animal kingdom. All right. And when after reading Harry Potter, when I watched the movie, I was highly disappointed that my Harry Potter was so different. The Harry Potter of my imagination was completely different from what it was in the movie. In fact, वो झाड़ू भी बहुत अलग था मेरा, जिस पे वो बैठ के उड़ता है. So you see, it shuts down your imagination, which is very dangerous. But Albert Einstein had said, knowledge is not power, imagination is. Everything that you see around you, this flower pot, this mug, this microphone, this phone, they're all imagination once in somebody's mind, which gradually manifested into real world. Yes or no? What is imagination? Seeing something that does not exist and then bringing it into reality. Some people are successful in bringing reality, some people are not. That's a different ball game. So reading, listening, full marks. Watching, limit रखो उसको.
Okay.
But watching interviews again doesn't shut down your imagination. I would always recommend watching interviews of great people or TED Talks, जहाँ पे बात कर रहे कुछ कुछ ड्रामा नहीं हो रहा है ना, जहाँ पे कुछ सीन चल रहा है वो नहीं, कोई इंसान सिर्फ बात कर रहा है, जैसे अब ये जो चल रहा है कि while you are listening to me, your imagination button is still on because I'm not showing anything right now. Whatever I spoke, that created a mental picture in your mind, which is nothing but imagination. जो भी मैंने डेंटिस्ट का बोला, रेलवे स्टेशन का बोला, इट वॉज रनिंग इन योर ऑन दैट कैनवास ऑफ मेंटल पिक्चर, राइट. वही अगर मैं वीडियो बना के दिखाता तो आप वही देखते जो दिख रहा है और आपका इमेजिनेशन बंद हो जाता. इंटरव्यूज, मेनी पीपल watch performances of great people but fail to watch their interviews. How many of you know Mr. Bean? Almost everybody. How many of you have watched Mr. Bean's interview on YouTube? इतना बड़ा कॉमेडियन है तो किसी ने तो उसका इंटरव्यू लिया होगा ना. So we easily get carried away by the performance. हमको लगता है कि he is born talented. Just go and watch his interview. You will be shocked to know his character, what kind of things he has gone through. He was bullied for his funny nose in his childhood, but he turned it into an asset. And the way he makes faces and makes us laugh, big thing.
Sir, before moving to next question, let me ask you for permission. Can we just extend for few 5 minutes or some more?
You want to take a break?
No, not break. Just extend for 5 minutes.
Okay,
5 minutes
extend.
after 5:30.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Thank you. Because we have questions lined up. So if I could get about
It's a compliment to me, right? Saturday evening, if people are wanting to listen to Booklet Guy more, और क्या चाहिए? Mission accomplished. Yeah, somebody's girlfriend must be waiting right now at the bus stop. No, she must be feeling jealous of me.
Thank you, sir. So Sanyam is asking how to implement daily learnings that we get from books. He has given example how to win friends and influence. At every step, author tells us to take certain steps daily, like not criticizing, etc. So how to implement these steps in daily life? As if we not implement them, we will forget all learnings, and after some time, and so it will be not very worthy for us in long term. So
Agree. Very good question. I liked it. For that, we need to understand that learning and doing are not two different phases. Our schooling system, our education system has brought up in a culture where we have taught that first we have to learn within the four walls of the classroom for 10-15 years and then apply. ऐसा नहीं होता है. It's one learning. Doing is learning. So forget about reading and implementing. They both should happen at the same time. All the coders know this very well. आप कितना भी कोडिंग का लैंग्वेज की पढ़ाई करो, जब तक आप खुद कोडिंग नहीं करोगे एक छोटे से प्रोजेक्ट के लिए, हेलो वर्ल्ड वाला प्रोजेक्ट इज द फर्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट ऑफ एनी लैंग्वेज, राइट. जब तक आप करोगे नहीं, यू डोंट गेट दोस माइन्यूट डिटेल्स. सिली सिंपल कोलन इज मिस्ड एंड द प्रोग्राम डजंट रन, है ना. आई हैव वेरी लिमिटेड नॉलेज अबाउट आईटी, but this is the reality. Yes, for a girl wants to play learn piano. Does she say I'm learning piano, then I'll play piano? Are these two different phases? No. Playing and learning is one and the same, right? And it is impossible to learn without mistakes. Impossible, right? So you don't have to wait till the last page of a book to take action on. For example, she has given a very wonderful example of don't criticize. When the author says don't criticize, it also says appreciate. Take the first opportunity to appreciate somebody. I will immediately, once I read it, I will take out WhatsApp and message Indranil, nice DP. Haven't I taken action? And I genuinely mean that. Not flattering Indranil. Only if I like his DP, I will write nice DP. And then see, the world changes. इंद्रनील विल सी, हाँ वो मैंने यहाँ पे फोटो निकाला था, आई हैव ग्रेट मेमोरीज अबाउट इट, एंड ऑन. You have done, the author is successful here. So what I do is I try to force that idea and put it in my daily routine within 48 hours after I learn it from the book. I'll give you a simple example. So I read a book called The 4 Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss. Needless to mention, I have covered it in Booklet app. There was one Parkinson's law which says we expand our work to fill up the time available to complete it. I repeat, we expand our work to fill up the time available to complete it. मतलब क्या? If my job timings are 9 to 5, I will schedule my 9 to 5 hours in such a way and work at such a pace that 5 बज जाएंगे. Are you getting my point? Or another example, if you have 4 months for the exams, you might take 3 days to complete one chapter. But if your exam is tomorrow, you will complete the same chapter in 1 hour. You expand our work. Now, this example of Parkinson's law was given by the author in some business context. Okay. I have this habit of zooming out from that book. Another word is reading between the lines. I like to call it as zooming out and looking at the bigger picture with a broader perspective in a holistic way. And how can I use this? I got the idea now, the big picture. How can I use it in other areas of my life? The example that he has given is not relevant to me because मैं job नहीं करता हूँ. Then I thought I go to the gym and I go to the gym to fill up those 2 hours. I'm there in the gym for 2 hours. पसीना तो आता नहीं है, वेट तो घटा नहीं अभी तक, बहुत दिन हो गए. तो मैं करता क्या हूँ? I actually expand my workout to fill up those 2 hours. एक सेट मारा, फिर इधर उधर देखा, वो गाना चेंज किया, फिर देखा दोस्त आ गया, फिर व्हाट्सएप खोला और फिर कोई अच्छी लड़की आ गई तो फिर खत्म हो जाता है सब कुछ. वी ऑल नो द व्हाट हैपेंस इन जिम्स. फिर कोई अच्छी लड़की आ गई तो डबल प्लेट्स लगाएंगे. और anyway, so I downloaded an app, a timer app, something workout timer, and set a time of 45 seconds workout, 25 seconds rest. Or say repeat, this lapses gets repeated. I started completing my 2 hour workout in 20 minutes. Can you believe? See how I implemented that idea in my gym, the business idea in my gym. Yeah, there is one book written by a Navy SEAL. Make my bed. Means the first thing you should do in the morning is make your bed. Now it is a metaphor to do something that you ought to do and not what you like to do as the first activity of your day. If your first activity of the day is you wake up and scroll those news feeds on Instagram, there is a high chance that you will be doing some unproductive job throughout the day. But if you do the first thing like making your bed, it will give a positive feedback to your subconscious mind, and you might have a productive day for the rest of the day. Now that make your bed was a metaphor. What does it mean? That I applied it on my desktop, that I should keep my desktop clean. My desktop was like full of files. वो इतने files रहते हैं कि पीछे का wallpaper भी नहीं दिखता है. So don't you think that bed is a metaphor for my desktop as well, to keep my desk clean? Whenever I start working on my desk, I should first clean my desk, keep it nice and tidy, and then get started. So see कहाँ का कहाँ मैंने use किया. So unfortunately, we limit our imagination only to that context for the example that the author has given in the book. ऐसा नहीं है. He is giving the example because it was his personal example.
Okay, I think it's nicely explained. From long time, Akanksha Vakhare, you're raising your hand. Do you want to ask something? So you can please
Yeah.
unmute, or we'll go ahead.
Hi, Amrut.
Hi, Akanksha.
Hi.
Tell me.
Actually, my question is not actually related to books, but I had one thing which I'm dealing with right now in my life is that I'm trying to find my passion currently to understand where I exactly lie. And the thing is that I want to convert my passion into profession while trying to understand that is it actually my passion. So as I saw your profile that you were a CA first, then you converted your passion of reading into this booklet app and all monetizing and everything. So I wanted to ask you what are the challenges you faced and how to convince your parents to agree that we want to follow your passion further, like considering all the circumstances. So this is what I'm facing right now. So it'd be really great if you would give me some advice.
In
Sure,
the
sure.
in a same context, we have one more question in chat box. Sir, can you share some tips to deal with failure? Like many of them know that how CA Amrut Deshmukh became booklet guy. So that's a long journey, and we have heard of it through YouTube videos also. And those who are not, they will surely go after this session and see it. But I have heard that after CA, you are working at Bombay Stock Exchange, and after three unsuccessful attempts of
Startup.
startups, you this booklet app came into being, and thanks for that unsuccess, I would say. So that we are having you today and this beautiful and nice workshop. But can you please align this question with the question of Akanksha, that
Sure,
can you
sure.
share some tips to deal with failure?
Yeah. Although I see those two different questions, so I'll be answering them separately. Akanksha, I can fully empathize with you. Uh, Trying to do something that nobody has tried till now is very difficult to convince parents. Not because they hate you, but because they don't want you to go through the pain, which is which is natural for any parent. Which parent would like their children to go through some pain? But unfortunately, strength comes from going through the pain, not by avoiding the pain.
Okay.
You just have to keep trying, leaving no stone unturned to convince them that अब्बा मैं शायद फोटोग्राफर वाइल्ड लाइफ फोटोग्राफर बनूंगा तो शायद मेरी गाड़ी छोटी रहेगी पर मैं खुश रहूंगा. शो देम थ्री इडियट्स. राइट. आप ना ना बोलोगे तो मैं खुदकुशी नहीं करने वाला हूँ, वो तो कभी नहीं होगा, बट मैं खुश रहूंगा. राइट. एटलीस्ट गिव मी 2 years ऑफ माई लाइफ. इफ नॉट, ठीक है डिग्री है, आई विल फॉल बैक. दैट्स व्हाट आई डिड. आई एम अ सीए. आई यूज्ड माय सीए डिग्री एज अ springboard, as a cushion, as a safety net to try something that nobody has tried. Isn't it? नहीं
Yeah.
चला, ठीक है, 4-5 स्टार्टअप्स ट्राई करता, नहीं चला, सीए की डिग्री है, चलो. मुंबई जैसे शहर में एक सीए को ₹1,00,000 पगार, तो it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
We have to use our education this way. Okay. And when people say that सीए करने के बाद और करने की जरूरत क्या थी, फिर फायदा क्या है सीए का, that they assume that once you get that degree your education stops. ये किसने बोला है? I read a wonderful book, biography of Amir Khan. I Will Do It My Way. It's a biography of Amir Khan. And after 12th, he decided to discontinue his college and wanted to get into creative industry like acting and cinematography and assistant director, etc. But his parents said, नहीं, तू education पहले पूरा कर, फिर तुझे जो करना है कर. And the answer he gave to his parents, मैं एजुकेशन बंद नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं असली एजुकेशन शुरू कर रहा हूँ जिसमें मुझे पूरी जिंदगी बितानी है.
That's great.
Yeah.
Perspective.
So, हाँ, education is education, whether it is formal or informal. And trust me, Akanksha, whatever I've learned in last 5 years through these thousands of books is much, much more than what I've learned in those 15 years of formal education, unfortunately. So try everything. Just talk about your passion on the dining table. Mom is in the bathroom. If you want to be a DJ artist, uspe tabla baja, do whatever, eat their head. And another thing is, parents become happy when they get the feedback from the external world कि अरे वो आपकी बेटी अच्छा काम कर रही है, हमने उसका देखा यूट्यूब पे. अभी कल का नालायक बेटा अचानक से अरे वाह, और उसे छाती ऐसी फूक जाती है पापा की. नाउ माय डैड टेक्स एडवाइस फ्रॉम मी. ही इज 85 years old. सडनली आई बिकम अ वैल्यूएबल पर्सन, जो कल तक मराठी में बोलते काय दिवे लावणार हा ऐसे बोलते बच्चे. Now I'm like the most intelligent guy for my father suddenly, whereas I'm the same stupid guy who used to forget the keys of my dad's scooter. So to try everything, it is difficult, but we can also empathize with our parents that maybe the background from which they have come has made them conservative. But things have changed now. Internet has made everything possible. Any passion can be converted into a profession. Try to convince them. show them the real examples, tell them my example, or great YouTubers we have. Yeah, try for 2 years, and then so hey, your IITians, your prospective IITians, you have great jobs out there in dollars. All right. Coming to the second, I hope I have answered your question to your satisfaction, Akansha. Okay, good. About failure, I think unfortunately the English language doesn't have a subtle version of the word failure. For everything we call failure, a failure in relationship, failure in marriage, failure in startup, failure in education. I think there should have been degrees. I would call falling is a better word than failure. Falling is okay. What do you say when somebody's fall? Okay, fine, get up, guys, try it again. ऐसा बोलते हैं ना. That's how. Do you know a single child in the world who has learned to walk without falling? Did you, Indranil? Did you, Akanksha? Did I? No. But look at the reaction of the parents when their child fell for the first time when he tried to walk. क्या रिएक्शन होता है? अरे वाह 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 बेटा, कमन कमन कमन, वेरी गुड वेरी गुड, गेट अप, आई एम हियर, कम टू मी. फिर अरे फिर से गिर गया, नो प्रॉब्लम. But the problem comes when the child grows up and comes to 5th grade and 6th grade. Suddenly the vocabulary of parents changes. अरे पागल, समझते नहीं, 2 times 2 4 होता है, ये सिखाया है क्या कॉलेज में, स्कूल में? नाउन का फर्स्ट लेटर कैपिटल होना चाहिए, सिखाया नहीं है क्या टीचर ने? And what happens is the child starts thinking that mistake is something dangerous. It should be avoided. It is impossible to learn without mistakes. Impossible. Because as I said, doing is learning. And when you do something for the first time, you're bound to make mistake. Even Sachin's first stroke of his life wouldn't have been a 6, na? In fact, after so much of experience, so he went out on 0 for so many times. It's a mistake, right? But we name it as failure. Sachin 0 pe out hua matlab he failed in that match. No, it was just falling. Let's name it as falling, because then immediately the approach changes. Okay, get up, try it again, I'm with you. If you refuse to learn from your mistake, that's failure. Commit new mistakes, chalega. Repeating the mistake is foolishness. Yeah, we celebrate mistakes in Booklet House. I encourage my colleagues to make mistakes, because the job of a parent or even a leader is to create an environment where their children or employees feel safe to make mistakes. All right. And when you feel safe to make mistakes, you feel like exploring and taking risks. And when you take risks, innovation happens, creativity comes up. No wonder why a child, when starts growing and starts thinking that it was a stupid question when I asked my dad, and then he thinks that mistake is something dangerous. He stops asking questions, stops exploring, stops taking risks. And once he gets into adulthood, we stop getting curious, we stop asking questions. वही छोटा बच्चा क्वेश्चन पूछ के दिमाग खाता है, बड़े लोग क्यों नहीं करते ऐसा? Because the environment teaches us there are something called stupid questions. There are no stupid questions in the world. All right.
Amazing. So it's what is necessary is change in perspective. Failure is falling down and not that you have lost everything.
Exactly.
Amazing. Thanks. One last question. We have already went 15 minutes ahead of time. One last question that popped in between, but I could not take it that time. How to get internship in Booklet Room?
Okay, it's not like technical internship. I'm a social entrepreneur. So, in fact, nobody feels like working here. We just enjoy, read books, discuss. It's not a corporate feel at all. And actually, it's a house. It's not an office. I don't have a separate office. I've converted my dad's bedroom into a setup of office. You all can get involved in the activities of Mission Make India Read. Thanks for asking this question. You can work from home. You only need an internet connection and laptop. There are some amazing projects. Future projects which will be part of Booklet app in the near future. So get in touch with me. My email ID is bookletguy@gmail.com, and we'll all work together. Yeah. By the way, I still share book summaries on WhatsApp. If you have watched my TED Talk, my story, I started sharing book summaries on WhatsApp first, then came Booklet app. You can quickly note down my WhatsApp number. Uh, I would love to help startups like Akanksha wants to pursue her passion. I'm always there to help you guys. And if you're a social startup, I'm the happiest person to help. My WhatsApp number is 9594 9594 7000 700 I repeat, 9594 700 777. Can somebody please write it in the chat box on my behalf?
Yes,
Just
yes.
WhatsApp me.
I wrote
Yeah,
it.
WhatsApp me your name, your intention. If you want book summaries, I'll be happy to share. If you any questions going unanswered in this session, please ask on WhatsApp. Okay. Message karo, miss call mat do. Yeah, by the way, my book, I would take this opportunity to talk for another 2 minutes. As I said, I'm a social entrepreneur, and unselfishness is one core human value that I'm going to live with till my last breath. Needless to mention, Booklet app, hence Booklet app is completely free, no irritating ads, no subscription fees, no donation button, absolutely free. So when I wrote my book, I thought, how can I bring unselfishness in my book? So I haven't copyrighted my book. I personally believe copywriting and patenting is selfishness. I'll be moving away from my core value. The ideas in this book should be a gift for the mankind to take it forward. So it's a simple appeal to everybody. My book plays a vital role in covering the cost of the mission. Okay, that's the major source of revenue. I have huge costs. There are 20 lakh uh, readers as part of this mission. So there is server costs, etc., IT fees, salary. So part of these proceeds go to cover the cost of the mission. Part of the proceeds I use to give the book for free to those passionate but needy readers who can't afford to buy my book. Okay, so simple appeal: those who can afford to buy, please buy on my website bookletguide.com. It's not there on Amazon. It's on my website bookletguide.com. Those who can't afford right now, those who are watching, they think they are through a hand to mouth. Please approach me. I'll be happy to give the book for free. So help me to become the Robin Hood of books. रॉबिन हुड लूटता था, मैं लूटूंगा नहीं आपको, रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा that if you can afford, please buy. If you can't, ask for a free copy. Simple.
I had thought that it is on Amazon, so I had shared one link on in group chat about Booklet Guys reading habits.
It's
Your book.
there, but yeah, no, that's only, I think the soft copy is available for a simple
Okay.
reason that if I have 20 lakh readers in front of me, why should I go via a middleman like Amazon
Yeah, no,
and
perfect.
pay unnecessarily pay the part of the revenues?
Yes, yes, perfect. So I'll put that Booklet Guy link. Till then, thank you very much. We have already crossed
Yeah,
so much
thank
time,
you.
and thank you, sir, for giving so much time. Just for formality, I request co-convener of our student counseling service, Rajeshri, to give officially vote of thanks, and I promise she will wind it up in just couple of minutes.
Sure, sure.
Yes, Indranil. I hope I'm audible, right?
Yes, but you're not visible. Yeah. Thank you so
Am I
much
not
for
visible?
switching your camera
Okay.
on.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I would like to thank Indranil and Wellness team for giving me this opportunity to express my gratitude towards Amrut, sir. So thank you so much, sir, for sparing your valuable time. So today you started with some creative solutions to common reading problems, and you said like no need to take reading habit seriously. Make it a casual habit and incorporate it in your daily lives. And also thank you for letting us know about these time pockets. And you have very beautifully distinguished between reading, listening, and watching, and how watching is going to kill our power of imagination. So we should mostly try to only read and listen. And thank you for letting us know that making our bed such a simple activity can actually help us to keep our whole day productive instead of just scrolling through Instagram or Facebook. And also, very importantly, thank you for letting us know that committing mistakes is not a failure. It is just falling. We can learn through falling, but not being able to learn from our mistakes is a failure. So thank you for such an insightful and friendly talk, sir. We are ever grateful to you. And I would like to also thank all the participants for being very attentive and for making this session so much engaging. So thank you once
Oh,
again, sir.
what a wonderful summary of my speech. You make better summaries than me.
Thank you, sir. Yeah,
Okay.
Indra.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Next. Okay.
I
Next
have
part of the day.
I